The Deputy Parliamentary Commissioner in Grand Bahama raised a concern yesterday over the voter registration process, claiming that some of those who registered with old voters' cards shouldn't have been able to do so in the absence of other proof of citizenship.
Well, our Janelle Ferguson spoke with the Parliamentary Commissioner Sherlyn Hall today, who explained what the law allows.
An investigation has been launched at the Parliamentary Registration Department after reports surfaced that persons who use their old voter registration cards to register on the new register were not eligible to vote.
In the past, persons may have slipped through the cracks who may have been registered in 2012 who did not present the correct documentation. I noticed my Freeport office in particular made some announcement yesterday. So we are concerned. We will examine the facts, and if that's the case, we have a right to call that person to provide sufficient documents to prove that he or she is a citizen, and he or his name ought to be retained on the register.
Parliamentary Commissioner Sherlyn Hall admitting to deficiencies in the system. With dismally low voter registration figures this close before a general election, Hall was asked if there was pressure to only accept the old voter registration card.
For whatever reason, we were asked to consider accepting voters' card, and I said, and the AG's office told us that we have a right to examine before we accept any 2012 card, because we know if you do that, some people will fall into the tracks before may again fall through the cracks again. We do not want that to happen. That's why we check our database to make sure the card was obtained legitimately and ensure that the picture on the card has not been removed.
Why not say present your old voter's card along with these documents?
The Act does not speak to accepting an old voter's card. It says a birth certificate or passport. An old voter's card is sufficient evidence provided it was obtained legitimately. That's all I can say.
So if the Act doesn't say just the voter's card, why have we accepted it?
Not specifically. Well, it's reasonable evidence. It says sufficient evidence to prove. So some persons who present the 2012 card may very well have their passports. And if you have your passports, it's better for you to bring your passport than the old voter's card.
But if you tell me I have to have these documents along with the card, we avoid this whole situation.
I guess you can, assume that, yes. The voter's card acceptance posing a little slight problem for us. That's all I can say.
Hall indicated that the address of persons may also be called into question when persons only present their old voter's registration card.
The revising officer simply copied the information on 2012 cards onto 27 cards, and for that reason, persons would have since moved then, and one or two might have been placed in the wrong polling division because they moved from where they were in 2012 to where they now, and they did not tell the revising officer the fact that they moved.
Now, at this point, Hall says there's no telling how many of the 150,000 voters will need to be cross-referenced to see if they should remain on register. The Parliamentary Commissioner explained that an investigation will have to be undertaken on a case-by-case basis, and where there is a concern, the person in question would have to provide sufficient evidence to prove that they are eligible to vote. Janelle Ferguson, ZNS Network News.